going to tie the triangle bug. I believe a fellow in New Jersey came up with it. It's a panfish bug, but he developed it for sunfish because they were swallowing everything, and this triangle helps keep them from swallowing the bait that you put out there. So we've got a thread base down. What we're going to do is I'm going to take something, I got calf's tail here. I'm going to take a little clump off about the length of the shank. Tie that down, take some loose wraps to get it down, and work it back a little bit. Then tighten it down and come forward. Before I come up too far, I'm going to trim this off. And then we'll tie it down. This is simple, very simple bug. Then I'm going to take some rubber legs. Let's see if you can see these rubber legs. I'm going to take two and double them over. So I'm going to wrap this around my thread. Get pretty even. And come up and tie it down. And I found out that if I go forward, once I tie it down, tie it like this, it spreads the legs out pretty, keeps them pretty close to the front, which is what I want them to be. So tie down my legs. Try to separate them so I know one's going to be on one side and one's going to be on the other. And then I'm going to bring my thread back to the barb of the hook, or to where the end of the tail is. You see how these legs get in the way? I'm going to take my bobby clip. I found out that if I take that and just stick it on these legs, it'll keep them all together and keep them out of the way, and all I have to worry about is the bobby pin when I take my thread around. Now I am going to take my diamond shaped foam, and I'm using an orange, and what we're going to do is we're going to poke a hole right in the middle of the diamond like this. I don't know if you can see it here. So I'm going to create a hole because I want to get over the eye with my little pick. So I want to keep two legs on one side. Don't think it really matters, but I want to put it over the eye. There we go. And one's end's a little bit longer, and what I've found out is I tie the longer end, which has got a little tab on it, down first. Now I tie it on top. Some people tie it on the bottom, but I tie it on the top, and they cut off the excess. I found that if I just bring it up, and I can tie that, it's foam, I can tie it right down. And I got it tied down. This is a pretty simple fly. And I guess I should have taken some, I'll do that later. And then I'm going to turn it over. Now I want to get the legs on both sides. Because I have it on that little pin, it'll sort of keep them in place. And I'm going to put some super glue. Let's see if we can see it here. I like the gel type. I'm going to put some super glue right by the legs on this foam and on these calf's tail fur. And then I'm going to bring this over, squeeze it down, and I'm going to tie it down. It won't slip up. Tie it down. Get my legs where I want them. I like them in the back. And then pull them back and squeeze that down. Try not to get any on your hands. And hold it. You can hold it with your hands. I made this little clamp from I made this little clamp. Let me get the legs over. from a chip bag, and I guess I could put that down, let that hold it. And then you gotta hold it there till the glue sets up. And basically we're almost finished. We will do, after it sets up a little bit, let's see how it's looking. Oh, it looks good. Now I'm going to do a whip finish. And I can get this around pretty good. Get it through my legs. I'm fighting my legs here. There we go. There's one. Let me do it again. And there's two. And we'll trim it. Trim the thread. And now we'll cut the legs. And I bring the legs back, oh, I don't want them too long. About 1.5, so it's right in the middle of that tail on that side. Then bring it back on this side, right in about the middle of the tail. And that's it, guys. That is, let me back this out a little bit. That is the triangle bug. Pretty simple to tie. Great panfish fly. Sunfish love it. Thank you for watching.